It's time for the letter J on the Incy alphabet. Bite-sized lettering tutorials for your busy life. To start off with J, we have lots of colors and I've pulled out the different greens from my Crayola box, so make sure that you have a nice selection of greens, but we're not going to be using them today. You won't need those until day 2 and day 3, actually only day 3 of our tutorial. Today instead you're going to be using your pencil. The first thing always is to put a scribble or a mark somewhere on your page so that you don't need to worry about anything on here being perfect. I always think when you're learning, there's no point in trying to be perfect because then it doesn't give you any freedom to learn. When you create your J, of course there are a few ways that you can create it, where it has the curve on the top and it's super loopy and all of those, but we're going to try to make a harder J because this is going to be a decorative J that will also have a shadow. We're starting to combine some of our different techniques together. We're halfway through the alphabet now, so you're probably starting to get comfortable with some of the different topics we've covered. For this J, let's just do a nice, soft, slightly angled line, bring it down to the bottom, and then bring it back up towards the body. And again, this is only to start. You can always go through and keep sketching it out until you get the shape that you'd love. So for now, we'll keep it like this, and we're going to add the top. Some people like to do a loop at the top of their J, but because we have that shadow and embellishment in mind, we want to minimize the embellishments elsewhere on the letter. So we're not going to do this sort of loop thing on the top. Instead, let's make a nice hard top and then the top loop of the letter. And your top loop needs to be slightly smaller than the bottom loop. That's what makes it look like a J instead of an I. So now we have our strong J. And you might say, yeah, but we could add a flourish here or a flourish on the bottom. And we could, but because we're going to be embellishing it next time, don't add anything. You almost want to leave these as open-ended possibilities. For day 2, when we will embellish this letter with a little bit of natural inspiration.